Hello and welcome to Me and My Golf TV, and welcome to the Asprey. It is that time of the week again where we go low. Pierce, what do we have?
Well, today we're all about the mind. What's going on in there? So if
Not
we
a
can
lot, I
actually,
don't think.
No, not a lot. So we're going to sharpen up your mind game to help improve your golf. Let's take charge of your game. Okay, so it's time for Go Low. This is where we answer your questions on your game to help you go low.
Yeah, make sure you get involved and go to the Facebook, Twitter and Instagram today and post your questions on this week's topic. We'd love to hear what you've got to say and hopefully we can answer your questions.
Absolutely. So before we get started, actually, Andy, we've had a lot of requests recently about golf lessons. Do we still do golf lessons? Yes, we do. We coach a couple of days a week still. We have got limited availability, but we'd love to see you. If you were interested, email us at info@meandmygolf.com. Okay, so today's topic is all about the mind, and it's Tim Blowdorn has asked, when he plays golf by himself, he hits the ball great, plays well. As soon as he plays with friends or with better players, he doesn't perform as well and feels familiar. This is so familiar. How many people, peg it up on a Friday night at the range, hit it great, turn up the Saturday medal, and they don't hit it so well. So there's a big difference between practicing by yourself and playing by yourself than suddenly going into a match or competition style format. And even if you're not playing for a competition, you're playing with someone you want to impress, the mind can start to play tricks. Yeah. The biggest reason we see that people struggle with this is because when they practice, it's a lot easier than when they play.
Yeah.
So even if they play by themselves, obviously. So what we need to do is we need to give you more pressure and consequence into your practice. And we've got a very simple way of doing this, Andy.
Yeah, we do. So I mean, what we like to do is, it's great to go down the range and practice technique, but we actually want to train the mind as well. So we do some skill games where we just involve a little bit of pressure, as you say. Yeah. One we do, which is very popular, is 10-ball game. We got this from Dr. Carl Morris and Jamie Edwards, that involves a little bit of pressure. So what we want to do here is we pick 2 targets out, 2 points out in this case on the hole here. Let's say the 2 bunkers in the distance, which is very tough. Yep. Okay, 2 tight bunkers
10-yard gap, that is, Andy. Are you sure you can get through there?
Maybe get through there. So we want to pick 2 points out, and I've got 10 golf balls where I want to see if I can set myself a target, let's say 6 balls out of 10. Mm-hmm. Now this is going to, like I say, involve a little bit of pressure, Pierce, where I've got a target now, as opposed to pegging it up on the driving range, no real targets, no real consequence if I miss it. It's a bit of a different feeling in terms of when you're over the
Totally
top.
Different feeling. So you've got a tight fairway, which is tighter than any fairway you're playing world golf. You've then got to achieve a score. Should we get started, Andy? So,
yeah, definitely.
And also what Andy will be doing as well, he'll be actually recreating golf course conditions. So he won't just hit it, he'll do his pre-shot routine as well. So he's going through his pre-shot routine now. Now his whole objective is to go through his whole mental framing of the shot, hitting the golf ball between those 2 targets. And 6 out of 10 is a pretty tough challenge. Here we go, shot 1. It's just snuck out right. So that would actually probably hit most fairways, but on his 10-yard fairway, it's not going to. So again, suddenly this puts a little bit of pressure on him, makes his mind work differently. He's got to go through his pre-shot routine again.
So the great thing about this is, like you say, we're simulating the real game here. So we've made a target which is small. There's a bit of consequence there, but I'm simulating exactly what I would do on the golf course. I've missed the first one. You're watching, they're watching at home. I'm under a bit of pressure here, which is good. But like you say, this is training the mind, not necessarily training the swing, but I'm really focusing myself under some pressure here.
Absolutely. Oh, it's going to be around the edge. Drawing back, is it enough? Oh, he's going to say yes. I'm going to say, we'll give him the benefit of doubt. And that was close.
That was on the line, that was.
But the one thing as well that we're doing with this, we are recording it as well. So he's missed the first one to the right. And if you want to be really precise, you could say, he missed the first one to the right, 5 to 10 yards to the right. Now suddenly, if you build up this game over a period of 6 months and you've got all of these results and your bad miss is to the right, you take that to your coach and say, look, under pressure, I hit the ball out to the right. And next time he comes down to the driving range, his objective will be to beat the score that he's just done. Now the one thing that Andy didn't realise, yes, we've made the practice really hard. Yes, we've recreated the situation on the golf course by doing pre-shot routine. Yes, we're recording the results, but we're also going to add some consequence to it. So what's happening now is, because Andy, he's Did you miss that one? Or
No,
did you
I got
get
it in. That was
got
2
it,
out of
got it
3.
in. Oh, just about got it.
2
Well,
out
if he
of 3.
doesn't get 6 out of 10, he's got to go home and he's got to hoover the house. Something that you've probably never done before in your life.
No.
But that's his consequence. So he's got to actually attach something to his game that he is not going to want to do if he loses. And conversely, if he actually passes his challenge, he can obviously find a way of treating himself by going buy himself a T-bone or something from the butcher's. But the whole idea is make it hard, recreate course conditions, then you've got to add you've got to record your scores, and then you've got to have a consequence at the end. And it really helps to sort of focus you in on your game.
And it's surprising how many people don't put that into play. You know, most people go and practice, work on the technique, and then, like you say, they go away thinking they've created some good things from the technique side of things. But if you go and do that every single session, you only need 10 balls and you're only allowed 1 go at this, remember. If you've got 10 balls and you only get 5, don't have another go, because you're taking that sort of real game situation out of it. And on the golf course, you only get 1 chance. So
imagine if you were to do that for a year every time you practiced. Your concept of how wide a fairway would on a golf course would be really good. Your ability to control yourself under pressure, again, would be really good. And also you'd have a very clean house as well.
Yeah, do you know what? It would have a very clean house. And do you know what? If you're there with a partner, you know, this is something great. If you go down the driving range with a friend, well, you just take your friend on, you know. You pick a target out and you say, right, let's see who can get it. You know, who get the best score.
Loser pays for the drinks.
There we go, loser pays for
Tim,
the
I hope this helps. If you do that for the rest of the season, we guarantee you that your perception will be different when you're out there playing with better players than yourself. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Don't forget to go to Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, #GoLow, post your questions. Go to meandmygolf.com as well and have a look at the new updates we've done there.
Post your scores as well.
Yeah, post your scores down to there. So he's got 2 out of 3 there.
2 out of 3.
Yeah, you should be able to beat that.
I'd have probably got 9 out of 10. So
yeah, we'll see. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.